Hey my friends, Everyday Cyclists, it's Graham Street, owner for Cycle Core and Cycle Club, and today I'm going to help answer your questions about cross training, why you should do it, how you should do it, and why it's going to benefit you as the everyday cyclist. I've been riding my bike for almost 30 years now. I've been an athlete in just about every capacity you can think of, from cross-country running, track and field, football, lacrosse, you name it, racquetball, something I miss terribly. Why would we want to cross train as a cyclist? Let me tell you why. I think it's not only important to get off the bike and do other things to keep you interested and sane, but by getting off the thing you love most, and trust me, I love my bike the most, by getting off of it and doing other things, it enhances, number one, your passion and your direction back towards the bike, and it activates other systems in your body that the bike simply can't offer. You may not believe me, but I've been doing this a long time with tens of thousands of you in consulting format. Time and time again when I run into cyclists that are so fixated on one mode, the road bike, the mountain bike, whatever it may be, they tend to get stagnant and plateaued results over time. Those riders that are willing to get off the bike temporarily or on a sequential basis and do other things tend to get not just better results, but incredibly better results. And more importantly, they're happier when they're on the bike. I'm one of those riders. I hit my wall a couple of years ago when I had just been riding endlessly, especially on the road. Got a mountain bike, moved into mountain biking, started doing that. Again, got fixated on the mountain bike. That's all well and good. Still love it. Still love the road bike. But then I started to branch out and move into other forms of cross training. When most of us think about cross training, we think about either going to the gym and lifting weights, maybe using cycle core training that I offer you. That's a form of cross training. These are all forms of cross training, but even more than that is getting into a dimension. I know it sounds a little off, but just hear me out. A dimension of thinking that's outside of just riding your bike. The bike is a great place to be. Very meditative, very life-affirming, very powerful for so many of us. But to get out of that realm temporarily, again, draws us back towards the bike with greater passion, greater energy. If you've ever been stale on the bike or plateaued on the bike, or you get on the bike and the same you just isn't there, it's usually an indicator that we need to get off. So here's a couple questions from you, my listener and watcher. This one's from Steve Ummel. Steve is a longtime customer of mine. He's using Cyclo90 training. I got this question off my Cyclo90 Strava forum. If you know it or not, you can join my team Cyclo90 on Strava. It's free. Whether you use my program or not, you're welcome to join. I think we got like 300 members on there right now. And what it allows you to do is watch other riders from around the world using my programs, as well as their cross training that they're using, whether it's the cycle core training, the cycle iron training, or just getting off the bike and doing other things. More importantly, we have the forums on here that allows you to post some questions. And this one from Steve is great. Graham, I'm not a runner like you. I know you've been adding running into your Cyclo90 training. I'm a backpacker for the past several years and love it. I want to be adding this to the Cyclo90 training. I wonder if it's of benefit. If so, how? And how often should I be doing it? I've summarized this question, by the way. It's a long question that Steve has here. I thank you for the question, Steve. Okay, so first of all, am I a fan of backpacking in relation to everyday cycling? The answer is unequivocally yes. Okay, backpacking in particular, or any kind of trail hiking, is going to add multi-dimensional levels of muscular endurance. If you've watched any of my videos or listened to my podcast, you know that the centerpiece of a lot of what I try to offer you is muscular endurance. Over half of my Cyclo90 base program alone is all fixated on building high levels of muscular endurance. When muscular endurance is high, everything else is easier to perform. Threshold and above, accelerations, climbing technique. We need the muscular endurance backbone to make that work. Backpacking, trail hiking a couple times per week is of tremendous benefit, especially if you are a backpacker that likes to add some weight to your backpack. Regardless of the pace you're moving or the intensity level that you're moving, you will be building dynamic functional strength, whether you want to or not, especially if you have pretty tough trails. I've got some tough trails around where I live, and to go backpacking for an hour or even a half an hour is definitely a tall order. Is it a high-intensity training session? No, it's not, but it's not designed to be. It's designed to build a dynamic level of muscular endurance that's not specific to the bike. The irony is when you get back to the bike, you should see a monster improvement in your muscular endurance on the bike. And again, this is the real power of cross training. One of the reasons why I'm such an advocate. Let me even step back just for a second. I say unequivocally that cross-training of any sort, whether it's cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, I know it's winter for a lot of us, backpacking, trail hiking, trail running like I do, road running, any of these things can be utilized. All of them can be utilized. Is a major staple for the progress of your cycling performance. And if you're using my Cycle 90 base system, I would recommend either A, adding your cross training once or twice per week in addition to the Cycle 90 plan that I have available, meaning that I don't want you to be diverting from the plan so much that you're not using the system. Otherwise, why did you buy it? I want to make sure you're using the backbone of the HIIT sessions, the core sessions, the in-ride workouts and techniques. Those are there for a specific reason to enhance your performance on the bike. However, you can add 1 or 2 cross-training sessions, again, your choice how you want to do that, to your week. Just keep in mind that you need to keep things in balance. So if you're adding a tough, hour and a half, trail run on a Saturday, that could have a dramatic impact on your road bike ride on Sunday. So keep that in mind. It might actually even have a powerful benefit for your Sunday ride. I know it does for me. In any case, you need to feel those things out for yourself. What I would not do is be replacing ongoing workouts with just cross-training. Otherwise, you're not really utilizing the system as it's intended. I gave about a 20% buffer zone of adding in this cross-training. The other way you could do it is by what's called swapping. So let's say that you're following Cycle 90, whether it's the base or the in-season, and I have for you scheduled, maybe on a Saturday, a group ride or an in-ride workout that has specific drills and techniques. You can dump that ride, okay, and maybe you're just not into riding that day or the weather's not right for you or you've been riding yourself to death, you need a break from the bike, great. Now's when you use your cross training, okay? Insert your trail hike, insert your trail run, insert your road walk, whatever it's going to be. Again, that's up to you what you choose to use, and swap it out with that specific ride, okay? You got a 20% buffer zone to do that. Again, I anticipate it, and I'm hoping that you're going to be adding in some cross training on top of it. I'm all for riding the bike. I love it. And I love building systems that help you perform better on the bike. But I can tell you unequivocally that by adding in the cross training, you're going to get more from the training systems that you're using, whether you're using my program or not. You're going to get more from it. Now, this next question is about cyclo iron workouts. Cyclo iron workouts are my new workouts from 2013. These are cycling-specific kettlebell workouts. There's 4 of them that come with the package. Okay, there's actually 6 workouts that come with it because I've got not just the kettlebell workouts, but I've got the climbing kicker, which is a pre-ride kick-ass 10-minute kettlebell workout before you get on the bike. Really tough to do. And I've got the bonus HIIT 30 climbing exploder as well, which is a 30-minute high-intensity climbing-specific HIIT session. In any case, these iron workouts can be incorporated into your Cycle 90 base and Cycle 90 in-season training. And here's how. Because I've got a lot of people asking. In fact, this one just came in. Graham, I'm finished your base program, moving into the in-season. I have your Cycle Iron kettlebell workouts that I just bought. They look great. I want to add them to the system, but how? Here's how. Number 1, you can either add an iron workout to the scheduled HIIT and or core session of that particular day. So in the Cycle 90 systems, I've got the full plans laid out for you. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, okay? You can add an iron workout to any specific core day or HIIT day. Don't add an iron workout to an in-ride workout day. I wouldn't recommend it. This is typically an in-ride workout that's designed to be done outside and much longer duration. More endurance specific. That's not the day to be doing an iron workout. It just isn't. I guess you could, but I would not recommend doing that. I'd rather add it to a core day. So it's usually like a Tuesday or a Thursday, whatever it may be, where we're doing our core sessions already. It's already scheduled in there, and you're adding a cycle iron workout. Keeping in mind that the system is already pretty hard as it is just with the cycle core sessions in Cycle 90. If you choose to add an iron workout, that tells me either A, you're really fit right now, or B, you're trying to get more fit and expedite the situation by being more advanced in your use of the programs. Because the cycle iron workouts are 15 to 20 minutes apiece. You only need to add 1 of them per week, literally. If you want to add more, you can. I don't think you need to. I'd say in any given week, even at peak performance, I'm only doing 1 of the 4 progressive iron workouts per week because that's all that's needed. Give me 20 minutes with a kettlebell and I'm going to throttle you. Ask anyone that's done the workouts. They'll tell you these are not easy to do. And if you are just starting on Cycle 90 base, I would recommend waiting until you have at least done the first 6 weeks using the cycle core workouts, the HIIT sessions, the in-ride workouts before you add the iron training. Otherwise, it's just too demanding, too quick. And although I want to get you really fit and strong really quickly, I also don't want to shut you down by giving your body so much demand that you can't handle it. So you want to wait until you're at the end of Cycle 90 base and moving into the in-season system. The second way to use it is by dropping one of the core sessions for the day, whether it's power, ripped, endure, not the recover workout though. The recover workout always needs to be top priority if it's on the list. So if the recover workout is the workout of the day, then stick with that workout. Never dump the recovery, flexibility, mobility workout. It's there for a very specific reason. But the other workouts you could swap out and replace them with a cyclo iron workout. And the third way to do this is to do what's called a HIIT iron combo. And basically every week in Cycle 90, whether it's the base or the in-season, and regardless of what plan you're on, I guarantee you I've got a HIIT specific day for you. This is a really high-intensity training day. Short training time, but big training load in a very small pocket of time. If you wanted to, that's when you can insert one of the cyclo iron workouts in front of a HIIT session or directly after you have finished it. I'm going to give you fair warning. Even if you're fit, even if you're experienced with my programs, I'll tell you right now, adding a HIIT session, just one of them, adding an iron session to a Cyclo HIIT 30 session is not easy. It definitely is an advanced protocol and one that you need to be ready to take on because your body's going to be getting its ass kicked in about total 50 minutes. Okay, so 30-minute HIIT session plus a 15 or 20-minute iron session, and you should be cooked in every capacity. And that means you might need to take an additional day off or remove a workout later in the plan. And again, I reiterate this for you in the training guides for both base and the Cycle 90 in-season. This way you can maximize your cross-training effect. Okay? You can maximize your functional strength, you can maximize your fitness, maximize your metabolism. For a lot of you, listen to me, this is my last secret that I'll share with you. If you are using the bike, and I know many of you are, to build fitness, you're not necessarily race specific, you're not looking to throw down a PR or a Strava K1, but you just want to feel good and get stronger and more fit on the bike, excellent. Here's the thing, and you may have already realized this by now, the bike is a great tool to stimulate your metabolism, to lose body fat and get more fit, absolutely. Until you hit that proverbial plateau. You're going to hit that wall where your body, no matter how many miles you ride in a week, your body just simply doesn't shift like it was just a couple weeks ago or a couple years ago. You can't lose any more weight. You can't make any more changes. This is when the cross training and adding in things like cyclo iron can make a huge difference in your metabolic rate, because it's throwing basically a kink in the works. Your body's used to a pattern, and we're trying to break that pattern by utilizing cross-training to stimulate your body's metabolism in a way that biking simply can't do anymore. It's almost like breaking the seal. Once you get that fire lit, using the cross-train, when you come back to the bike, you'll start to get that plateau removed and get back on pace to losing weight and gaining more fitness. Is that starting to make sense now? We need to use this strategically to get the maximum rate of return for you. My friends, I hope these tips are helpful. I know I talk really fast, don't I? I need a break, man. Too much coffee in the morning. I'm going out on a bike ride with friends today. A mountain bike ride will be my first mountain bike ride in 4 months. 4 months since I've been on the mountain bike. I still can't believe it, but finally going to be able to scoot out and get out there today. I did a cyclo iron workout yesterday, so feeling a little bit today for sure. But out on the mountain bike, out on the trails, it's going to make a big difference. I hope this is helpful. Please share it with friends if it is. If you don't have Cyclo Iron yet, you can get it below on DVD or on download. And of course, you can use that with the Cyclo 90 base and or in-season systems. I'll talk to you soon.